The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is SeeingEagles.com. I'm Matthew Osborne. She is Carson-Newman women's golf coach Suzanne Strudwick. Eagles get set for the first tournament of 2015. Coach, as you go over to Pinehurst and play in the Ross Rollins Invitational. And first off, we'll kind of kick off first tournament since the big tournament back in April where you won the conference championship. Expectations going to be high going into the 2015 season. What are going to be your expectations going into the year?
Well, my expectations for the team are really high. As we talked about before, we've only lost Danielle, and she was a big, person, in the team, not only as her leadership role as being the only senior, but she was our steady number 2 player. She moved herself up from her sophomore, junior year from being sort of hovering 4-5 player to a sort of 2-3 player. So I was, it's a loss, but I think we can manage that loss very well. We miss her, but as I said, I think we can manage it very well.
You bring up the fact that she was the only senior from last year's squad. Mm-hmm. This year you have 3 in Becca Pruitt, Kelly Pemberton, and Meredith Hawkins. How do you distribute that leadership going from Danielle to this year's 3 seniors? Yeah,
the leadership role does not just mean that you're a leader on the golf course and what you do there. It's what you do in class and off on campus, off the course. And so to me, that's more important. And with Kelly Pemberton and Meredith Hawkins being scholar athletes, with Meredith winning the SAC Conference Scholar Athlete of the Year award last year, their leadership roles of being combined leaders and co-captains this year was a perfect choice. And each of them bring a quality to that role that they couldn't bring on their own. So combining that, they do a tremendous job. I'm really pleased with how they've started as co-captains. And I think the team's responded to that as well.
This weekend, you start off the year with 36 holes on Monday, and you go 18 on Tuesday for a 54-hole tournament. You start off. You go all out first day. What are your expectations this weekend going into the Ross Rollins?
Well, I think there's a level of excitement. Rollins conduct their events like a Division I event. So, the caliber of the other competitors there, you start out that year well. If we finish in the top 7, which is kind of what my goals are, we can move up in the rankings straight away and make an impression. It's a tough golf course, though. And so, last year we had our first exposure to a championship. Mid-Pines is a wonderful golf course that is of the caliber of a U.S. Open event. So, you have to have some expectations that are high, but also you have to be realistic. And so I think we can do well. I think we can perform. Our practices, our qualifying, we're in the midst of qualifying right now, but Elizabeth shot 33. We've had several girls, even our freshman, Taylor Hayes from Missouri, who I have high expectations this year. She'll fill that role of that Elizabeth did last year. Of her shooting 38. So we've got 18 holes today, so a 27-hole qualifier. I'm sure tomorrow morning when we leave, we'll have a really strong 5-man team.
Well, thanks for your time and good luck in Pinehurst.
Thank you so much.
Carson women's golf coach Suzanne Strudwick. I'm Matthew Osborne, and this is SeeingEagles.com.